First, the headlines. 13th session of 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly begins. Union Minister of State Dr. R.K. Ranjan felicitated at RIAMEI inaugurates biomedical waste incinerator. India reports 36,571 fresh COVID-19 cases, 540 deaths in the last 24 hours. Hello and good evening. You're watching the MAMITv English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA. The 13th session of the 11th Legislative Assembly has begun from today. On the first day, the House paid tribute to the departed former members of the Manipur Legislative Assembly and former Secretary of the Assembly. Chief Minister N. Biren made an obituary reference to late Paukai Haukip, Laisom Lalit, W. Brajabidu, I. Ibohalbi, Th. Nandakishore, Henry Paute, Bibek Raj Wangkem, and former Secretary of the Assembly, Th. Megharaj. Expressing condolence, Biren remembered Paukai Haukip as a leader who worked for the unification of the hill and valley in the state. He also remembered the late Laisom Lalit, who was the cabinet minister of finance. Talking about Brajabidu, the chief minister said he became the minister of Kada after winning the general election from Lamshang Assembly constituency in 2002. He also said MLA of Oinam Assembly constituency, I. Ibohalbi, stood for many issues concerning the state and took positive suggestions from the opposition bench. The chief minister also condoled the demise of representatives from Ketrigao Assembly constituency, Nandakishore, Henry Paute and Bibek Raj Wangkem, and adding that their demise is a great loss which cannot be filled. Chief Minister Biren also shared grief with the family members. Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education, Dr. R.K. Ranjan, has expressed displeasure over the state of cleanliness on RIAMEI campus, adding that it does not meet the requirements of the Central Institute. Urging for support of the staff, Ranjan said he will extend help as much as he can. Ranjan said this during his felicitation program at RIAMEI today. He also inaugurated the biomedical waste incinerator at RIAMEI. The minister reminded the RIAMEI authority to submit a report on the oxygen plant set up in the state by the centre prior to his return to the state for Jan Ashirwad Yatra. He said he will collect reports of the oxygen plants set up at different parts of the state, adding that those equipment were not merely for decoration. He also informed about the program by External Affairs to send nurses passed from the Nursing Institute under RIAMEI and the state. As such, he highlighted the need to include Japanese and Korean language in their curriculum. Nurses from Manipur are in high demand in these countries, so we must grab such opportunities, he added. The Union Minister also inquired about installation of solar energy in every RIAMEI building. He suggested that every building on the RIAMEI campus be converted to solar energy, including the old buildings. He hoped that RIAMEI will not find it difficult to meet all the above criteria, as it is a national institute. He also assured that funds will be easily available for the institute.
Medical diplomatic kind of medical tourism the live why we are not able to extract in this institution, why other hospital in the state is extracting that benefit and keeping the momentum of that, why we are not able to do that things. This is a central institute. We should extend our capability. Regional Institute of Medical Science Sigi branch sama Singi area the Thamosui aina then AIMS-like institutions, Prime Minister is ready to establish another facilities to the peoples. RIAMEI is almost in the central government domain. Another institute, we may demand it to have it and may locate to somewhere in the hills. RIAMEI should lead to have all these facilities and extend maximum medical opportunities to our people and to our region.
India reported 36,571 fresh COVID-19 cases, 540 deaths in the last 24 hours. The active caseload stands at 3.63 lakh, the lowest in 5 months, according to the latest data released by the Union Health Ministry. A total of 36,555 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, which brings the total recoveries to 3.15 crore across the country. The recovery rate has increased to 97.54%. COVID-19 vaccines administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive surged to 57.22 crore. Manipur State Rural Roads Development Agency organized a seminar cum tree plantation yesterday at Sanakaithel village under Ukhrul district. Works Minister T.H. Bishwajit attended the seminar, which was organized as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Speaking at the program, Bishwajit credited national leaders for the development in connectivity and other fields in the state. President of BJP Khangabok Mandal L. Tomba Kuman has warned the people of the constituency against some individuals who are pretending to be working for BJP to tarnish the image and break the unity of the party. Speaking to media persons at a press meet held at the office of BJP Khangabok Mandal today, Tomba rubbished the claim that people from Uyal Wangbal of the constituency who joined Congress and felicitated by MLA Okram Sarjakumar had nothing to do with the Mandal. He accused Congress for misleading the public as those people were already working for the party. All Assam Minority Students Union AMSU has congratulated Maria Begum from Moragang Sipur, Part 3 of Lakipur Assembly constituency for her selection as officer of the Indian Air Force. In a congratulatory message, AMSU said Maria Begum is a gem not only in Muslim community but also for the entire Manipuri community. They hope that the new generation will get inspiration from her to achieve success. They also extended best wishes for her future. Many have lauded the state government's effort to revive the Jiribam district sub-jail. Jiribam administration issued an order to relocate the family of former Naik of 5th Manipur Rifles, Saijahel Singson, caretaker of the sub-jail, who had been living at a nearby plot for more than 3 decades within 3 days.
Sauba pik bakhang de mafom asida leiro haiba ama sinbiragadi pa me haina aina su government da kukin pi tamang long jiri join gi women wing gi tarap da aina su haijaninge.
Kuki Students Organization Jiribam and Tamanglong and Kuki Inpi Jiri and Tamanglong John Women Wing lauded the order of Jiribam administration. They also drew the attention of the concerned authority to arrange accommodation for the family on humanitarian grounds. Presidents of BJP Mandal Committee and Morcha of Kakching Assembly constituency called a meeting yesterday at Kakching Wairi Kangol Community Hall to plan strategies for acquiring maximum seats at the upcoming Manipur Legislative Assembly election. Journal Organization Secretary of BJP Northeast Ajay Jamwal, MLA of Kakching Assembly constituency M. Rameshwar, General Secretary of BJP Manipur Pradesh P. Premananda, President of BJP Kakching District Committee U. Ibomcha and President of BJP Kakching Mandal S.H. Shyamjai also attended the meeting. Mandal Core Committee meeting was also held where the committee was briefed about their duties. Manipur registered its first biopic film at Film Forum Manipur based on the life of Olympic silver medalist Saikom Mirabai Chanu. Vice Chairman of Film Forum Manipur Birendra Salam and other members of the forum were present at the registration. Chairman of the forum Sanjay Sabam Mangoljao assured to extend assistance to the film to be produced by R.K. Nalini Devi for a nationwide release. Mangoljao also informed that film companies from other film industries must acquire permission from Film Forum of Manipur before making any biopic related to Manipur. He added that it is to ensure that the film companies maintain the tradition, custom and culture of the state.
Manipur ki mapan ki film company singna producer singna Manipur ki sanaroi sing जगो इसेगी अमति अतई लम कयागी संगनाइरब सिंगी पुंसी वारीदा बायोपिक फिल्म नमदुर पुथोलपदा फिल्म फुरम मणिपुरदगी अयाबा हाना सोइदन लौबिगदबनी मरमदी मणिपुर की मपाल की मियोइसिंगा लमदम सिगी सन्नबी अमसुंग कल्चर लान वहलपदगी कन्ननबा फिल्म फॉर्मना खोंथांग असि रोखसबनी
Blessing-seeking ceremony for the play Mai Iklaba Thamoy, based on the life of Tokyo Olympic silver medalist Saiko Mirabai Chanu, was held today at Iboyaima Sumang Lila Shanglen at Palace Compound today. Chief Advisor of Sumang Lila Council, Dr. M. Nara, VC of Danamanjuri University, Professor N. Rajmohan Singh, Assistant Director of Sports Promotion, K. Romeo, Dhyanchan Award winner, L. Anita Chanu, silver medalist Saiko Mirabai Chanu, and consultant of the play Padma Shri Nava Warepa were present at this ceremony. Writer of the play Ranjit Ningthoja said, the main idea behind the play is to inspire many sports players of the state to work hard and get motivation from the story of Mirabai. He said that through the play, he will try to show the relationship between game and sports and arts and culture to the world.
Hojik Sumang Lila se October matamda puthokrani Sumang Lila gi mamingna mai labat thamoi kana tholi yamna phajai Sumang Lila gi maming se last se soi dama ki phajagani na khali duga last doriba September ki tang 19 sida nomaizing na misreda release tawbani na ege ojana haibire.
Mirabai also said that the play will motivate many sports persons of the state. She also said she will surely attend the opening play to be released on September 19. Now we have a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
LX Sublimation. Pauna Bazaar, Imphal, JMG Shopping Complex, first floor. Mafam asida mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame, sublimation ki pot khuding mug wholesale da pangbigani. Items available are mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame. All the mentioned items will be available at wholesale rate in LX Sublimation.
Welcome back after the break. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that destructive forces and people who follow the ideology of creating empires through terror can dominate for some time, but their existence is not permanent, as they cannot suppress humanity forever. His remarks come in the wake of the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan. Prime Minister Modi, while virtually inaugurating a few projects of the famous Somnath Temple in Gujarat, said that Somnath Temple was destroyed many times, idols were desecrated many times, and attempts were made to wipe out its existence. But it came up in its full glory after every destructive attack, which gives self-confidence to us. Prime Minister Modi also said that India, which was at 65th position in 2013 in travel and tourism competitiveness index, jumped to 34th position in 2019. Amid reports of the Taliban entering Indian consulates in Kandahar and Herat, the local staff of the embassy in Kabul has said no such raids have happened at the establishment. Sources have said that the local staff of the Indian embassy in Kabul that there has been no such incident, including searching or ransacking, that has taken place. There are reports that as part of a new drill, the Taliban have gone to all foreign missions in Afghanistan that have been evacuated in the past weeks to seek details from the local staff. The consulates in Kandahar and Mazar-e-Sharif have also been searched by the Taliban fighters, that said the reports, but no building has been occupied by them. All foreign missions have been surrounded by the Taliban and cordoned off for common people. However, the latest reports of raids on the Indian mission stand in sharp contrast to the words of the Taliban leaders. The Mizoram government has approved the appointment of Tokyo Olympian Lalrem Siami as hockey chief coach. She was This was announced by Mizoram Chief Minister Zoramthanga on Thursday evening. The hockey star Lalremsiami was the only athlete from Mizoram to have represented India at the Tokyo Olympics. She has been appointed as hockey chief coach, a post under the Mizoram Sports and Youth Services Department. The Foreign Office did not call an Afghan minister last week regarding the safety of local interpreters, the government has admitted. The department initially said that Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab had been too busy to make the call, but insisted it had been delegated to a junior minister. Given the rapidly changing situation, it was not possible to arrange a call before the Afghan government collapsed, it said. The revelation that the request was never made comes after Mr. Raab faced pressure to resigned over the debacle. Meanwhile, the Taliban is reported to have increased its door-to-door searches for former government employees, despite publicly granting them an amnesty. The militant group has been targeting collaborators since it swept into Kabul on Sunday, according to a report. The Indian government has been studying information shared by foreign intelligence agencies and monitoring chatter from within the group ranks to locate the secretive Akhundzada. A senior government official has now indicated that he may be in the custody of the Pakistan army and that he has not been seen by the Taliban senior leaders and fighters in the past 6 months. His last public statement came in May to mark Eid al-Fitr and holiday signaling the end of Ramadan. According to the official, India is also very interested in how Pakistan will handle this issue. Haibatullah Akhundzada was appointed as the Taliban chief in May 2016 after former leader Akhtar Mansour was killed in a US drone strike. The rapid collapse of Afghanistan's government to the Taliban fueled fears of a humanitarian disaster, sparked a political crisis for President Joe Biden and caused scenes of desperation at Kabul's airport. It's also raised questions about what happened to more than $1 trillion US spent trying to bring peace and stability to a country wrecked by decades of war. While most of that money went to the US military, billions of dollars got wasted along the way, in some cases aggravating efforts to build ties with Afghan people Americans meant to be helping. A special watchdog set up by Congress spent the past 13 years documenting the success and failures of America's efforts in Afghanistan. Before we end the bulletin, the top news headlines once again. The 13th session of 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly begins. Union Minister of State Dr. R.K. Ranjan felicitated at RIAMEI inaugurates biomedical waste incinerator. India reports 36,571 fresh COVID-19 cases, 540 deaths in last 24 hours. That's all for today. Thank you for joining us. Have a good time.